Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. 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 Bar chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Kiwami chirashi, a traditional sushi with tuna, squid, and salmon scattered lavishly over rice. I hope I can do the squid thing. I hope I can do the squid thing. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. 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 Bar chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. A rice bowl equally topped with fresh bluefin tuna. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. 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 Bar chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Kiwami chirashi, a traditional sushi with tuna, squid, and salmon scattered lavishly over rice. I hope I can do the squid thing. I hope I can do the squid thing. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. 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 Flour chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. A rice bowl, fresh bluefin tuna. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. 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 Flour chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Kiwami chirashi, a traditional sushi with tuna, squid, and salmon scattered lavishly over rice. I hope I can do the squid thing. I hope I can do the squid thing. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. 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 Flour chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. A rice bowl, fresh bluefin tuna. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. 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 Bar chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Kiwami chirashi, a traditional sushi with tuna, squid, and salmon scattered lavishly over rice. I hope I can do the squid thing. I hope I can do the squid thing. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. 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 Bar chirashi, a unique type of sushi with salmon and eggs scattered over sushi rice. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. A rice bowl topped with fresh bluefin tuna. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. I'd have that. That sounds amazing. Hokkaido mackerel, high in fat content. This fish is juicy and tender when grilled. Thai shrimp salad, vermicelli and lettuce topped with shrimp, scallions, and other delicious ingredients. A dressing made of fish sauce and vinegar gives them a more tropical feel. Gives them a more tropical feel.
Let's see how things feel with an XLR mic in the mix. Congratulations, you've already won the day by gracing and therefore humbling the uncommon soul with your mere presence alone. You need to know you're awesome for doing that. And what I'm doing is quite crazy. Every day, Harvestella, if I can work in 2 hours a day on stream, I'll feel okay about it. And this is, in fact, sponsored by Square Enix. They literally granted me a key to be able to share the game with you. And in order to do so, a condition is have on screen or remind every 20 minutes, something like that, that this is, in fact, sponsored, the game, by Square Enix. I keep saying Enix, but I want to think it must be Enix. I'd rather say Enix, but is it more Enix? I'm not sure. And I also won't be sure if the game will be loud enough. We'll see about that. Can't do the new camera attempt thing because I got the wrong cable. And then I tried to get a cable, ended up not being delivered for one reason or another. It turns out all my data is here. I need screen settings. Just window it. I can move it to the other side. I don't want full screen. Now I can try and move the side to the other screen here. Just because I can see it though doesn't mean you can, so you kind of need to be able to see the game. I really want you to be able to, like that. And if the game's not loud enough, please do let me know, because I want there to be that good balance. In fact, I don't have a banner for Harvestella, do I? I need to fix that. Let's see. Harvestella. Something I could put for the vertical side of things. Like this, actually. That's probably real close to perfect. I'll save that. I'll put it over here. Oh, there's already a banner. Let me see if I can work that. But before that, let me instead address the people element that makes this whole entertaining thing oh so vital. But I can't remember. I feel bad here. Not in saying hello to the elder gamesman. That part is simple and easy to do. But I think you told me you changed your name, and if you did, I don't know what it changed to or changed from, so I wouldn't know how to greet per se. So let's start with that. Did you change your name and I forgot about it? No, it wasn't you. Okay. That is an answer, and that is helpful. That means I don't know how you want to be greeted regarding one of these three welcoming sounds here that I do with everybody. Whether, well, I'll just do these first. And I hope that I even went over the game stuff as it is. But if you want to be welcomed by one, more than one, a random, or none of these sounds, let me know. I'll make a note of that, and I won't be a bother about it anymore. We'll go random then. Let's do random. Let me get you in here and get you all alphabetized. So you'd go here, the elder underscore gamesman. Means you'd probably go there where another underscore is actually. And why does it want to type in TGE instead of THE? The elder gamesman, if I could even type that right. Random it is. You're in there. Thank you for that. Now, apparently I have a banner for this, but I don't see it there, so maybe I need to export it as a JPG. We will get to the game, though. If I only got 2 hours, I'm not going to spend a whole hour not playing the damn game. That is not what Square Enix wants me to do, and it's not what I want to do. But I want to make it a little proper and make sure that people know what it is I'm playing everywhere. So let's see. There's that. I downloaded this before, but it's a format not very well, or not as much used, so that's probably why I couldn't put it as a banner there. But I can now. Now I can change this for the vertical side of things. That's perfect there. Okay. Now I need to click back into the game. Because I feel like, well, there's also setting the category on YouTube as well. So maybe I should do that. I'm streaming both landscape and portrait on YouTube. And somehow, quite possibly the short side of things, I'm guessing, could be getting me a few views and some subscribers. None of which I would expect. But it seems to be what's happening, and I'm grateful for it. So I want to keep up at it. It ain't entertainment, it's gaming. And it ain't no Harvest Moon, it's Harvestella all the way back from November 2022, last I checked. Definitely late 2022, I know that. Oh yeah, and I think the alerts and things will be a little loud in my ear if I'm not careful. So I gotta prepare for that. Alright. Now all that's situated how it should be. Okay, those tabs are still up. Now I need to go and check the terms of this sponsorship, because it has been a while. And I probably gotta look in a different place to find this stuff too. There's still gonna be plenty of Harvestella time, so there won't be any concern, I hope. All that I can't even do. Let's see. What am I looking for? My campaigns. Been declined for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them from Square Enix. But someone at Square Enix decided to grant me, of all people, a key to this. So you better believe I want to do whatever I can to show my gratitude and to fulfill my side of all this. So, it's not new anymore, but it is a life sim. I call it an action RPG life sim hybrid. I still rather call it just an action RPG. Because the life sim stuff, although the life sim stuff is pretty half and half, it feels like. Yeah, it was November 5th, I believe, when it started. I don't remember, it was definitely November. At the start of the video stream, and approximately every 20 minutes, prominently state or display in the video, and you see down here, at least landscape, that this is sponsored by Square Enix, which means I should add a text thing to the vertical side of things. Every 20 minutes, show either that it's sponsored by Square Enix, or thanks to them, or an accurate description of what Square Enix provided, and display a similar message in the description of the video or stream. And I don't have to do it for anymore because we're way past the year. But still, if I were to make another video or stream, note that they provided free content for one of the previous video streams, but not this one. That is a-okay with me. Let me say hello to Zarnathium and make sure to play this here. And I got a button on my mixer to mute my mic so I can mute me, so this can be played, but I also need to open the sound mixer or volume mixer so I can mute the game so that it can be muted so we hear the upcoming sound in all of its splendor. See, it's a rule. Whenever Sarnathium is subscribed and in chat, we've got to hear one of his many kitties, Lance. I don't make the rules, he does. I'm more than willing to adhere to those rules. Let me see about making a text thing that says sponsored by Square Enix. A source text. I could add an existing one. No, I don't have an existing one. So sponsored. And I forget the qualities about it. So now I need to check it. I can put the music back on. I'll get back to chat in just a quick moment because there are things I should be working on or fixing or something. Nikio-san's an ED2161. That'll be the first color. Nikio-sans. Rather, Nikio-sans is what it is. Sans or sans? Because I don't know that. That's the font style, that's why. Size don't have to be all that big. That'll be way too much, I'm sure. I see the text up there. I want to make it bigger. And I want there to be a gradient. It's ED2161, I think. Yes. We have that there as soon as I can grab it. And then expand this. And then what would the gradient color be on that? 21A to ED. 21A to ED. I'll need that. 21A 6ED, 2ED? I already forget. There we go. Yeah, that's the gradient I want. I probably want a background opacity there, just so it's known for sure. Yeah. Now, people on the vertical side of things will know this is sponsored. Picking up where we left off, it's been a minute. Actually, no, Ericus. I have decided to start over. And it's a crazy thing to consider because I've put in 66 hours in, or Steam says I put in 66 hours. Before that, I also want to say hello to Ericus. So let me go back and mute this, and then mute me through the mixer. That's more appropriate given that this is a Square Enix game here. I am so used to saying Square Enix, but what if it's been Enix this whole time and I've forgotten? I honestly don't know or remember. And if the game is too soft, do tell me if that's the case. I want to make sure this is all good now that I'm using this here Fi-Fine microphone that my hand is behind, so you know it's there. Square Enix or Enix the whole time, what do I mean? I mean the sound of the second word. If it's Enix, like Nix, which is the opposite of how I feel about plenty of games, or Enix, like Nix. That's what I'm meaning. And I forget what it really is, and then I thought in Dissidia Final Fantasy NT I had heard it Square Enix. But all these years, back in the Kingdom Hearts days, back in the earlier Kingdom Hearts days, I always thought I heard it Square Enix. I always thought I heard it E like what Ericus says. I don't remember it being ever Square Enix. It always sounded like Square Enix to me. Or is my memory borked? Because I don't have the greatest memory as it is. But that's something to worry about later. Right now, I need to punch in actual time in this restart of this sponsored by Square Enix or Enix Harvestella. And if anything, it's a nice reminder. If anything, it feels bad that this is only on the Switch and PC and not at least PlayStation and at most Xbox. So there's not a lot of choice. And Nintendo is still not doing network-wide achievements or anything like PlayStation and Xbox and Steam are. And honestly, the whole Steam thing, hopefully Rune Factory 5 is better optimized than on Switch, despite my getting the Earthborn Edition on Switch. I find mics are nice. I mean, they are fine after all. But in Japanese, though, E may make an A sound like an able. Square Enix. That is possible. And you can be non-binary in this game and be addressed as such. I'm a male, though. And then I do want this appearance. And then despite being male, you could be in a female's body, which would be unfortunate dysphoria, but at the same time, if you are trans in any way, you can still look like this, but be male. That's real nice to have that. I totally forgot about this because it's been so long, but it is good to know. This is me. And of course, black. And I don't know, the diamonds below the eyes is really messing me up, and I swear it messed me up the first time, the little diamonds below the eyes. Brown. Only 2 real voices.
Here.
And I am not sticking as ein. I'm sticking as uncommon. That's the only thing I have room for. Zarnathian just got his Switch 2 protector in. Now hope all goes good getting the hardware. Oh, I am scared for the immediate future. You know I don't want to be very political in here. I want to be more about the video games. But what if the Insurrection Act does get rolled back or erased or something? What if we do go into authoritarian life here? That's a horrifying thought. But Erica still hasn't picked this up, and would really like if they made a high-res version for Switch 2. The regular Switch version was kind of blurry. That is saddening. Makes me wonder if this is blurry then. And I forget, but I feel like I should remember effectively who's saying this. Uncommon. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. It's time to wake up. You know, this reminds me of one of the nightmares and daydreams of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Wake up, Bang. Wake up, sleepyhead. Rise and shine. You overslept. You missed the invasion. Does anybody remember that from Avatar: The Last Airbender? That was hilarious. How warm and actually nice he seemed. And then he rode off on a fire-breathing flying hippo. Mark Hamill is much too good at his job, and we don't deserve him. Not job, career. We don't deserve him. It's nice to see some rights even start to wake up and fight back. That is, even in a small way, a way to say there's even the tiniest sliver of hope. Every other version was nice and sharp. There actually weren't many other versions. There's only Switch and PC for this. And this PC is how I'm doing this. They didn't put this on PlayStation or Xbox, which is a bit baffling. Oh yeah, I forgot what this phenomenon is called. Not the blight, is it? But I am revitalized, I'm sure. You should be all better now. I forget if she even has sound or voice, but she feels pretty Namine-like.
You should be all better now. Come on, let's go.
But then, once I regain consciousness and get back up on my feet, she's gone. And in theory, this would play better on this better PC in the first place, too. The PC's still running cool, which I'm glad about. But this looks so crisp and nice visually. I'm glad about that. And the camera is inverted the way I like. But unfortunately, this being Steam and Steam relying on Xbox controls, it won't read this as circle to jump. And of course, don't open the door. Quietus. That's what it is, quietus. This is definitely more than 720p resolution here.
You might just be the one who could save the world. And the girl.
Be the one. The theme to Kamen Rider Build. What do you mean, save? What do you mean, save?
You will understand when the time comes.
Will I? Will I understand?
There will come a time when you will have to choose between this world and the one that existed until now. But don't forget that this is the story of your world. And as long as you love it, you will find a way.
I would love for that to describe the US as well. But someone in particular doesn't feel like they love the US. It sure doesn't feel that way.
So, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how hopeless it may feel at times, don't turn away from it.
Does it ever get in any way haunting when some things feel like they can apply to reality as well as fiction? I sure feel it here. Like I keep feeling myself wanting to lean away from the mic, but I don't feel a need to. As it's dynamic, I can speak like I had been in the snowball mic and be fine. I imagine it doesn't really sound any different, but I have a mixer and I could do things, and I don't know how the voice changer button works. There are 6 different presets and I know nothing about them. I'm just glad you're all able to hear me. But look at that. I forget already what that is. It sure messed me up. Not only be fine, but fine. People, once again, and this time it's everyday Harvestella. Oh, everyday Harvestella. I'm still gonna make it to work in time. I'll be all good. I made sure to eat before I started the stream.
Why now? I should be out on doctor's rounds. Excuse me, you. Don't you think it's about time you woke up now?
I forget how she sounds.
No? That's fine. I have something for that.
She does look nice, though. And what a view. Like, hi, mommy.
Oh, you're awake. Forget I said that. It's not like I was going to use magic on you to wake you up or anything.
I thought she was gonna heal me.
Where am I? We call this hill Bird's Eye Bray. At the bottom is a village called Letha. And I'm Cress, the village doctor. Now it's my turn. I don't think I've seen you around here before. No local in their right mind would be out walking around during quietus. Are you a traveler or something?
What's quietus?
It seems like your memory is a bit fuzzy. Well, never mind. I gotta go. Come to my clinic in Letha when you're feeling a bit more with it.
And I resolve to get every achievement in this game. And considering one such achievement would be to harvest 10,000 times, unless it decides to be cumulative and not over the course of one playthrough, then if it was that, I'd have a long time to worry about, but I resolve to make it happen. And that's part of behind every day. So, story will progress with that icon. Why don't I remember this looking better in on my other PC? I can't go grab that chest. This feels like this looks better than it did when I first played this on the other PC so long ago. Man, that was a long time ago. I think I hadn't played this since 2023. I got voicemails I need to listen to. Letha Village.
Hey, are you okay? You look kinda out of it. Oh, I know. You're the one Cress was talking about. You were found collapsed on the hill, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Vam. This is Letha Village. If you're looking for Cress, she's probably in her clinic.
Did you show me where is her clinic then?
Hey, I'm on to you. You want me to take you to the clinic, don't you?
I chose not to say that.
Sorry, no can do. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super busy right now. I'm right in the middle of a game of Princess and the Omen. And after this, I'm gonna play Cautaloo Catch with Vent and everyone. It's not hard to find though. It's at the top of the hill in the square. Can't miss it.
Yeah, I remember that at least.
It's really easy to get there. Just follow this street and then climb the steps from the village square. Well, see you later. I gotta get back to my game.
Thanks again, little boy. And what was that button ever called? I don't remember what that button was even called when it was first shown on the Xbox One. The two windows there. It sure replaced the Xbox 360's back button. I want to have more weaponry, but I can't. I just need to do the story. I can't go fighting yet.
Ben, you're back? Now that you're here, do you mind mixing up the mayor's medicine?
I'm not Dim.
Oh, it's you. Welcome. Come in. How are you feeling? Remembering anything yet?
Not quite.
Ah, I see. Well, you were outside during quietus.
What is quietus?
Oh dear. You've forgotten about quietus too? Even we doctors still know very little about it. Quietus is the season of death, when dust from the sea slide is abnormally emitted into the atmosphere. It comes in between the 4 seasons. You believe the dust can be deadly if it enters the body.
Oh, gee! It's not too loud in my ears, so I'm glad about that. But that is stuff here. Forget about the game for a moment so I can mute this. And then mute me. Well, I don't even have to mute me to play this. It won't bleed into the mic at all.
All hands on deck! Batten the front doors! Brace the cash register! Break out the happy snacks!
We done got raided by one of my most treasured friends, Dark Phoenix Tori. And I'm really resolving not to do the clip thing because people may not want that. They may feel embarrassed or something along those lines. But there is the other way to do it. And for anyone who followed Dark Phoenix Tori in here, welcome. I am the Uncommon Soul. And if you're into RPGs and action video games like this one, Harvestella, sponsored by Square Enix, you are in absolutely the right place. This falls squarely into both of them. And I have just started Everyday Harvestella. Steam says I played this for 66 hours over the course of various streams back in 2022 and a little 2023. But I've made a resolution to actually go through the entire game and get every Steam achievement, no matter how hard it may be. I'm gonna do it. I mean, if I was granted a key to share this with you all, I want to do nothing less. And when I did play it, I enjoyed it. So I want that back. And let me say hello to Dark Phoenix Tori properly. And you know what? I did forget to do this thing. So let me actually search history so I can get to it fast. Let's see. It should be that simple. I think it wasn't part of my history because it only clicked through the Google search. But either way, let's give a good shout out here to Dark Phoenix Tori. I was thinking a little bit because I actually typed out the word shout out. And she and I are into some similar kinds of games, actually, like fighting, for example. Like, we'll go at it in some KOF 15. And right now, she's going through God of War Ragnarok. That's one of her spring games. Follow her on Patreon. You'll get more insight about her. And then if you do various subscriptions on her Patreon, you'll get to see more and more of her inner life that she'll share with people. But last I checked, something like that she'd share publicly. And a free follow on Patreon is still a good idea, because she will have things that everybody can see. And Tori reminds me we did a great 1st to 5 set on the Discord stream the other day. She doesn't just stream on Twitch, she also does it on Discord as well. And if I only knew how to get her Discord up, but if you were to follow her here, I'm sure when you see a stream on Twitch here, she'd be more than willing to let you in on the Discord, especially if you want to see the next time she and I might burn to fight again. But right now, what if you're wondering what to expect from me? It's invite only. Then I said too much. I'm sorry for getting people's hopes up. I said too much. So I gotta slink away and play this. In fact, feel like Raiden from the Mortal Kombat movie. Sorry.
What can you expect from an Uncommon Soul stream?
Another plus. My head hurts, my heart hurts, my dreams hurt, my brain hurts, my hands hurt. Oh my gosh! My muscles hurt, my bones hurt.
That won't happen in this.
My eyes hurt.
Why does one of those things look like a keyblade?
My brows hurt, my ears hurt.
Where the hell did the poop come from?
My sanity hurts.
Hopefully something like any of that.
You know, I kind of forgot I actually had that linked up on the vertical side of things. And I'm really glad I do, because the people on YouTube and TikTok vertical were able to see all that there. So I'm real happy about that. But now I can get back to this here. We can get back to the proper, regularly scheduled streaming of Everyday Harvestella. Quietus between the 4 seasons, and the dust can be deadly if it enters the body.
So everyone usually stays inside during quietus. Now then, come over here, please. Why are you just standing there? I'm about to give you a medical exam. Come to think of it, Dark Phoenix Tori might remember something about this, having seen Uncommon go through plenty of medical exams in Persona 5. It's an RPG like this here, so it makes even more sense.
Oh, the days. And I still have not platinumed P5. It's easy enough for me to platinum. And I still could stand to go through either or Persona 5 Royale. But definitely Persona 5 Strikers, which I wish we had the title Persona 5 Scramble, the Phantom Strikers. Longer title, sure, but I like how it feels better.
For now, your body seems to be in working order. You're very lucky for someone who fell ill during quietus. It's a miracle you're still alive. Anyway, this works out for me too. I was just running out of beds, so it's a good thing you're better now. So now, regarding your next...
I forget about this. And it got dark. I forgot about that too.
Was that an earthquake? It's so dark out. Press! It's an emergency! Bim! What was that shaking just now? The sea slide is acting weird. Come, quick!
And Sarnathium was doing a little test stream for Brave Story, which was brought up in the previous stream, actually. The game on the PSP. And a texture pack brought a PSP game upscaled to 4K. And a resolution pack making it look like a made-for-PC game. Was that why it looked so good? It didn't look at all that sharp back in the PSP? Because I wouldn't know. I never heard of that game until you brought it up. I'm glad I ain't hitting square to interact with things. There's the sea's light. Oh, this is divine retribution. Our time has come. I don't want to think that of the weather here, IRL, at all.
The sea slide is intensifying. But why? Quietus is meant to be over already. Look!
I forget what we're looking at. It's definitely stuff. It's bringing up the others like it. Sea slide is just one thing. But then there are other big crystallized structures like that that act similar. Look at all of them. 4 lights in the sky. Then raining down crystal shards. Not unlike Kirby. There are settings to make it 4K or higher and upscales, or upscale some, but the text was crap. The HD pack fixed the text and made the textures even sharper than just upscaling.
What was that?
Did you see that? I told you it's divine punishment.
Did it land in the North Square?
And Erica says those crystals give big Final Fantasy XIV vibes, which is not unheard of given both published by Square Enix.
I'm scared. Look at you two scary cats. Our town is in peril. We've got to go and find out what's happening.
No, you don't, precious little bombets, as Dark Phoenix Tori would say. Well, wait!
Wait!
Hey! Don't run off like that!
Tim, let's go too. There might be casualties at the scene.
Well, I don't like how this is turning out, so I'm gonna follow them as well. And L2 helps me sprint. Oh yeah. This was totally a thing.
I can't believe it. How could something so massive fall out of the sky?
Imagine if the Order were here today. Imagine how many people would have been injured. I hope everyone's all right.
On the bright side, it looks like no one got hurt. Stay away from the crystal, everyone. It could have harmful effects on the body. Can someone inform the mayor? He should be back in town by now. We will. Man, come on. It's our time to shine. Let's go.
All right, everyone. Show's over. We'll take over from here, so the rest of you can go home. I'm not leaving, though. But I am gonna have Mini Kirby up here. He says, "Hi!" to Ericus, and hasn't been here on my head in a long time, it feels like. Oh, right. I have to get the timer on my phone and not the computer. So let me do that. This hasn't happened in what feels like forever. It's also Kirby's time to shine, and the only thing he's missing to shine is his own warp star. It's alright. Oh, you must be the traveler my sister told me about. You better go home too. I ain't going anywhere.
Wait, is this?
That's so creepy or rather mysterious. It's haunting. An entrance? Or have I been Kirby's new warp star for the last few years?
You mean you can go inside?
How long has it been since I got these Kirby's, actually? Or at least 2 or 3 of them. Because those 2 were either last year or shortly in 2023. But I feel like those were early 2024. Honestly, these other Kirby's could have been here for a long time. I have to go and look. But I need to do this first. That matters more right now.
Hey! No one told you to go in there.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
You're still recovering.
And I forgot how mechanized this is in red armor. I forget all about that. Are you alright? I got a lot of photos to scroll down, though. In pain, but still breathing.
Red. In. are you okay? What's going on in there?
Or rather,
Hey, come on! Are you okay? Buster Wolf!
although I'm getting more and more concerned about picking it up day one, I almost wonder if I'll wait and get it on a sale instead, so that I don't give them nearly as much money, if any, if the first months are what matter in terms of money for a video game. I may not want to add to that. I may wait later for an actual price drop, or rather just a sale. A lot of me is really considering that. There's a person inside.
A person? Like a human person?
Yes, a human person.
What is this? That's... Traveler, get away from it now!
But why? Or rather, but why?
Why? Because that thing is an omen! Oh, right. You're an amnesiac, aren't you? That probably doesn't mean much to you. Well, long story short, omens are trouble. They might be the ones behind Quietus.
Are you just going to leave it here?
You got me. You're right. I can't pretend I didn't see it. Isn't that right, Dad? Come on, let's carry it outside.
Okay, so I probably didn't get Kirby's in 2018.
Press! That's... It was inside. It's still alive. That's not what I meant! Yes, I know. But I couldn't just leave it there.
Press, Tim, have you found out anything about the flying object?
Mayor!
My goodness, I'm astounded. This is the crystal that crash landed here? It's enormous.
Mayor, there was an omen inside it.
I will talk to chat here after all this, I promise. Oh? Yes, it does look like one.
Mayor, please tell her. We're not helping any omens. This was clearly all they're doing anyway.
Man, my hair used to be taller, so much taller. So much taller in 2018. Are the omens really that bad?
Well, that is an oversimplification.
Are you the traveler I've been hearing about? I hear rumors that you came from afar during Quietus.
Yes, this is the person from the rumors. It's just been one thing after another. What on earth is going on? Mayor, all my bags are still full from last week's incident. But I can't just leave this wounded omen, or this traveler, here either.
Indeed. But we cannot provide refuge to an omen in our town.
I thought so. But as a doctor, I can't leave behind the injured under any circumstances.
Calm down, Cress. I just said we cannot keep the omen inside Letha Village.
What do you mean?
There's a spare shed on Bird's Eye Bray, isn't there? No one would notice if you took it there. I grant you permission to treat it there until it regains consciousness. Now to carry this omen over to Bird's Eye Bray. Could you lend me a hand, traveler? I'm still looking for that Kirby. But I ain't seeing it anywhere. Did I not get a picture of it when I first got it? It's the earliest instance I can think of, then. As soon as I see, would be only 2023? It couldn't have been. No, this is April 2022. So it must have been early 2022 when I first got this Kirby and two others. Yeah, there's the running Kirby and there's the black Kirby. I got it sooner than that, but it's okay. And speaking of, Kirby's gotta go, but he thanks Ericus for bringing him up, and he'll be right here.
What is this thing made of? It just won't come off.
You know, Ericus, that could almost look like the Ardean armor set in Monster Hunter Wilds, couldn't it? This may as well have walked so the Ardean armor set could run and hunt. The way it looks in the helmet especially. Let me catch up with everybody in chat though. And I'm sorry I didn't see until now to say hello to Dylan Knight on YouTube. And then, feeling sad about things as well. If it's anything like I'm thinking out in the country, in the US, then Ericus gets it. And I will say hello to Juan. And I will get over this way. I really don't need to mute myself as it is, because the sound's going through my headphones. So now, that's why it's pointless even trying to treat an omen. I suppose all you can do for now is let it rest. Now, as for you, what brought you to our town? I don't remember.
Mayor, his memory was affected by quietus.
I see. You were incredibly lucky to make it this far out during quietus. A girl saved me. A girl? He doesn't have the diamonds under his eyes, actually. None of the villagers should have been out at the time.
His body was in a weakened state at the time. It's not unlikely that he may have experienced hallucinations.
Perhaps. In any case, he could probably do with some rest. This shed has been vacant ever since the last owner left. You may use it as you please. Now, excuse me, but I must be on my way to a village meeting. We have to decide on a plan of action regarding the crystal that landed here. Press, Dim, I'm leaving the rest with you. I forget how he sounds. I forget how everybody sounds. Probably except the Omen here.
Cress, are you sure you want to take in this omen? Yes. There you go, getting too involved again. You put yourself on the line too much. I'm going back to finish the rounds.
But seriously, that looks like Ardean armor. Oh, right. The captions haven't been happening because, I've been using voice mod instead of the Fi-Fine mic. I totally forgot about that. Holy cow. Well, now it should be all good. Captions hadn't been happening for an hour. And then I missed what she said because I accidentally clicked in the game. I'm tired too. I'm tired too.
You've been through much more than I have. Take it easy for the rest of the day. I'm sure your body must still be fighting off the effects of quietus. I'll leave you to it. I'm coming back to check on you tomorrow, alright?
Okay. Is it me or does she have long legs? I feel like I've got long legs too. I'm overcome with tiredness, not quietus. Time to get some rest. The game will auto-save when you rest in bed and the day ends. That I need to be reminded of. Spring Zephyr, Day 2. Alright, I had to press a button to move on. Probably could have let ads play. Chapter 1, The One from Beyond. Someone's here, though.
Oh dear, are you still sleeping? It's already afternoon, sleepyhead. Well, if you're sick, you're sick. Not much we can do about that. How are you feeling? I never got your name. Do you remember what it is?
That I do remember.
Uncommon? It's good you remember that much at least. I'm going to give you a quick once-over. Hold still, please. Okay. Still nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, that's right. The mayor asked me to give you something. Would you mind coming outside?
Sure.
It's not the most conventional gift, but here you go.
3 carob seeds and 3 stellar wheat seeds.
It looks like everyone in Letha Village pitched in. You've got a good plot of land here. I guess he's hoping you'll put it to use while you get back on your feet. Which, I must say, makes perfect sense from a doctor's perspective. It'll keep you busy, since it's easy to feel gloomy or despondent when you don't have something to work towards. And when the mind suffers, so does the body.
Boy, can I attest to that!
No point in dilly-dallying, shilly-shallying. Oops! Oh, right. She's not with us in this timeline anymore, neither is she. If anyone remembers every day or almost every day rebirth with Uncommon Soul. Let's get to work. Don't worry, I'll teach you what to do. I'm not an expert, but I know the basics.
That still works.
You want me to help you? I'm a doctor, not a farmer. I can barely lift the tools by myself. Besides, doing it yourself is the best way to learn.
Trial by fire. Plow the earth, plant seeds, and water them while changing out your tools. I kinda wanna let the ads roll, though, before we do that. I know it's annoying, but people on Twitch don't want to suffer pre-rolls, which really aren't that bad, but people will complain anyway. So please pardon these dumb ol' ads. You know, it's kind of funny. I could hit the mute button on OBS, but I really don't need to. I can simply hit it on the mixer to mute my mic. I want to remember to do that. Now it's time to get reacquainted with the farming side of things here. Square to plow, not X. And don't do it just once, but twice. Now that can actually be used. You can actually plant seeds there. Who's pounding out there and for what? And I feel like, oh, it's plowing 6 plots of earth, that's why. Now with the triangle button, not Y, to plant seeds. Carrots here. Then there's that. D-pad would open the backpack and select the stellar wheat seeds. Then while holding R2 up to change the watering can. And hold to water. When the square shines, it's all good. What is going on out there? Need to water them every day. Of course. Unless it rains. Seriously, what is going on out there?
Sure. Not half bad. You seem pretty good with your hands. Keep it up and I'm sure you'll have no problem.
Yeah, that wasn't so hard.
You pick things up pretty quick. I wonder if I should put you to work at the clinic. I'm kidding. I'm definitely kidding. Although, this farm has seen better days. You must have had a hard time working on it.
Those rocks kept getting in the way.
Yeah, I can imagine. If you had a hammer or something, you could break down those rocks and have more space for your farm. I don't suppose you have one, do you?
No.
Didn't think so. In that case, you'll just have to make one.
Before I go any further, I don't want to leave people out to think that I'm not paying attention to them. And it's for that reason, for example. Let me refresh this. Ah, damn it. Touch portal sporking out yet again. Why, oh why? Oh no, it's fine, never mind. I can still properly say hello to Mindy8712. I'm glad that still worked after all. But I want to know how to make one, or could he teach me how to make one? Or do you have one I could borrow? Do you have one I could borrow?
I'm afraid not, but it's best you make one for yourself anyway. You're going to have to be self-sufficient to live here. You can make a hammer with some hard stone. I'll show you how to make it, but you've got to gather the materials first. You should be able to find the materials you need at the Njord Step.
The Njord Step?
Oh, right. You probably don't know where that is. You'll find the Njord Step if you get off this hill from that gate over there and follow the road east. There are monsters around there, though, so be careful. And what else? Oh yeah, you can have this.
A sandwich.
You must be hungry after all that farm work, right? Here's something for you to eat. It's a good idea to fill your stomach before you head out on any journeys. Because if you wait until you're weak and passed out to eat, then it's already too late. So you're to eat that and restore the energy you spent. Understood?
Thanks, or don't mind if I do. I'd rather show gratitude.
Thanks.
And recover stamina spent working the farm or HP lost in battle by eating food, and some can even improve abilities temporarily. Hunger fills after eating. If it's even slightly filled, stamina will recover on its own.
Well then, I'll be heading back to the clinic.
I need some hard stone.
If that omen opens their eyes after I've left, then let me know right away.
Need to remind myself of the fine stuff I have here. So what I have, mixer, the Fine Ampligain SC3 sound mixer. Let me reach on my bed, see about the mic I have. Good thing that wasn't on my head. Or else that timer would have started over. Okay, that'll be good enough. And then the mic I have right here is the Fine Ampligain AM8T microphone. I'm apparently getting all the stuffs, but my micro USB didn't show up. It turned out I got the wrong cable. I got a mini USB when I need a micro USB for that action camera, in the hopes that I can plug both ports in, micro HDMI and USB-C. But that digital camera I got right here, this will not function well as a USB webcam. And in fact, last I checked, there's no HDMI port of any kind in this. And I learned that USB-C to HDMI is probably more for stuff like laptops, tablets, and phones. So unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that. But it'll still serve well as a camera for filming other things. So that'll be okay. I'm not gonna let this get me down. Because this is a quality camera, even though phones are quality cameras nowadays as well, but it'll still be alright. I'll still find use for it. And then, why don't I scoot in closer? Check this here. Then give a proper hello to Real Proto Mike, who I saw in Pete Door's stream of, I already forget the game, but it's a Super Mario RPG clone. But I saw your name in the chat, actually. And as a reminder, this is Everyday Harvestella, as sponsored by Square Enix. So every day, at least 2-hour stream will be happening, prominently featuring this here. Another crusade, Mike thinks it is. Probably. And as a reminder, time passes automatically. Ability will be reduced and actions limited later in the day. At midnight, I collapse from exhaustion. I don't want to collapse at midnight. I can't do anything about that right now, neither. And I don't want to eat right now. And then world map has time pass as well, based on travel distance. Let's go to the Njord Steppe. I gotta get me some hard stone. Last I checked, I can't even fight right now. Hadn't heard this music or seen these creatures in forever. Or seen the pretty trees. Njord Steppe. And that's the whole dungeon up there, that cocoon. Oh no, I have the basic sword stuff. I can dash, but I can't step. It'll be alright, though. Gathering and mining using stamina. 2 items from these areas that will replenish the next day. There's some hard stone. I want to step away from the attacks, just so I don't get hurt as much. Not that I should worry right now. Monolite fragments, though. Fine, I'll hit you with this here. I don't feel like getting pecked. I got 2 hard stones, but I want to think I need more. And you know, the Chlorogel's weak to slashes are just like in East, actually. That's good to know there. But I can't go any further than that. I'm still going this way just to see about stuff, but I can't go get that chest. Those are what you call omens as well. Have you found it? Yes, it has been sighted at the Spring Seas Light. A planetary nightmare? Most likely, yes. Alright, I have an idea. Let us reconvene with Dianthus and the others. I forget entirely how they sound. But I've done literally everything I can here. I can really stand to eat once I get back. Because now I'm out of stamina. But at least I've done literally everything I can. And then some mail comes with items, and the mailbox lights up when there's new letters. Like that. And why don't I eat that sandwich? I need stamina as it is. That said, I could eat raw meat, couldn't I? I don't know recipes as it is. Well, I can't do no cooking yet. But I really don't even wanna... something. And then all that is a thing. Even a little bit of that will restore, or stamina will replenish over time, even with 5 points in the hunger meter there. I don't have all the room for all the things right now, but I'd love for there to be more room. And I got some seeds somewhere, and in fact... yeah, it's 3 things of each. I wasn't crazy. Not crazy. I did remember right after all. It'd be a good idea to get all these planted. I mean, all planted. Okay. More carrots. Then dress lettuce. Let us dress this dressed lettuce seeds upon the tilled ground. And I've got enough stamina for all this. Alright. So that's all I could do for now. Then I forget, yes, that sorts it good. So should I go see her? Or what? 'Cause that's where I cook. This would be where I craft, but I can't craft. And the game says for me to effectively sleep. But I want to make the thing, but I don't know how. And I would forget that uses stamina. I don't have any money, do I? No, I have no gorilla whatsoever. I probably should simply save and go... Or not save, I should go to sleep and go into the next day.
How's farm life treating you?
I hope I was in any way close to sounding like the mayor. How's farm life treating you?
Oh, did you come to see me?
Okay, I do need to sleep after all. So I can't make the hammer right now. I can't make an old nickname a friend called me when I was doing competitive fighting game stuffs. A friend who I've not yet made an effort to apologize to for dumping on them needlessly in the early days of all this when I felt bad about things not going how I want them. I basically did to him what someone else did to me. And I didn't realize it until that other someone ended up dropping me. Or it felt like they dropped me. Thinking that I dropped them. Unfortunately, that's sometimes how it goes, though. Nice camera says, Kit Youssef, I'm thinking, on YouTube. Thank you for that, and hello. I'm hoping next stream I have a better camera, but I'm glad this does at all look nice. Now, it's not 60 frames, but I've got good lighting. I've turned down or turned off the auto exposure, so I'm glad it does all look good. Ardian armor from Monster Hunter Wilds, years before Wilds would ever happen. This was late 2022, November 2022. But even before going into the next day, it becomes evening. There's a loud sound coming from the other bed. It's waking me up. Now I'm awake. Is that armor shimmering? I'm not going back to sleep. I'm checking on them. I can't help but wonder. Error. Abnormality detected in life support system. May cause irreversible effects to the body. It woke up? Operator consciousness levels low. Cognizant judgment impossible. Oh, the Ardian armor might have been in World and maybe even Generations Ultimate. I couldn't be sure. If anything, I don't remember getting those in World. So, I could be lacking in memory as it is. It could not have been in Rise, though, perhaps. It sounds like it wasn't in Rise. Checking atmosphere composition. Small amount of Gaia dust detected. Ericus Moore remembers the Palico Ardian UFO stuff. Surely because kitty. Body affected by Gaia dust density. Rectifying. Discarding protective equipment. There it goes then. It reveals a woman underneath. I remember that woman. It's a girl? And then, thinking about Harvestella, not Harvestella, Letterkenny. We're playing Harvestella. We've been sponsored to share Harvestella. Ah! A girl! Man, the way Gale was introduced in Letterkenny, though. They thought it was a rival, Stewart and Rolled.
Konnichiwa.
Returning to the scene of the crime. You are pathetic, Devin. And then Rolled goes under supposedly Devin's legs underneath. For shame, Devin. Then grabs the legs while Stewart unmasks who they think is Devin, but it turns out to be Gale. Then, a girl! And Roll lets out one nice scream. Something like that. Better go and call Cress right away. Like right away. Right away.
You're trying to tell me there was a human inside that Omen armor this whole time? Uncommon, are you sure this girl was inside the Omen armor?
I'm positive. Very much yes. Fair enough. I don't see what you would have to gain by lying to us.
It makes sense for her to have been in the Omen armor the whole time. The fabric of her clothing isn't anything I've seen before either. I wonder where she's from.
I bet she works for them. You shouldn't let your guard down just because she looks like us, Cress.
A human wearing Omen armor is pretty suspicious.
I keep moving the mic around a little bit for reasons I can't figure out. Enough, Dim. There's no point jumping to conclusions. What would you like to do with her, Cress?
What indeed? She's still unconscious, so we'll just need to wait and see for now. But Cress! But what? We can't just abandon her, can we? Uncommon, you don't mind, do you?
We can't turn her away. I'm too pure to say anything else.
I knew you'd see it that way too. I'll leave her in your care until then.
But a red-haired girl. Very good. It's quite late, so let's head back to the village. In fact, I wonder if my schedule changed given an issue. Don't let your guard down. No excuses.
I'll come back in the morning to see how things are going.
Bye for now, Uncommon. Bye, Mayor. She's sleeping peacefully, and so should I. Oh yeah, experience. That's how it happens. You bank it all, and then you sleep and get it. Like Final Fantasy 15.
What the? Where the hell am I?
Somebody's talking in the room with Uncommon.
I was investigating the Red Inn. Then... Ah! What happened to my gear? Oh, this sucks! Seriously, what is this place?
Where's my schedule? It won't load. I need to see if it changed or how it changed. She must have went outside. But time doesn't pass right now while I go outside to see about this story. Look at that sea's light.
Is that... No, it can't be. A new Red Queen?
Red Queen?
You weren't you asleep in the other bed? What's with the getup? Morning, Uncommon. You're up early. She's awake?
Yeah, that schedule did not get changed. I'm still working 6 days. With 2 short shifts, and one of those days starts at 3, I notice.
I'll go get the mayor. Her outfit. And did she say mayor? I have a bad feeling about this. Achoo! It's chilly out here. Or maybe my clothes are too thin? Whatever. I'm going back inside before I catch a cold out here.
I'm working like Mindy. And see, the sucky thing about it is the one day off I have this week is a day I specifically asked off for to be able to go to Sailor Moon, the live show. I have to wonder what that'll be like. But they effectively have me working overtime and there's nothing to do about it. That's on them. They ain't wanting people to get overtime, but they see, hopefully, that my schedule is a bit packed. And I'm gonna have to work those days. And I'm going to work in at least 2 hours a day of this. So that's everyday Harvestella, and then get every achievement on this game too. So, can you tell us where you're from, miss?
Can you tell me what year it is first? Like, what calendar do you use? Lunar? Gregorian? I'm not sure how it'll help, but we use the Horian calendar, making it the year 855. Horian? I've never heard of it. Though I don't get the impression any of you are making light of the situation. We speak the same language, so at least I've got that going for me. What are you? And what do you have to do with the omens? Omens? I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Playing coy, huh?
Dim, that's enough. Let's listen to what she has to say. Thank you.
We still don't know where you're from. Indeed, we don't.
I haven't figured that out myself. I'm looking at the clothes you're wearing and the structure of this house, and I can't say I've ever seen any of it in the history books I've read. Although, I guess they do resemble artifacts of what we would call the Middle Ages where I'm from.
She's gotta be from our Earth, though. She has to be.
Which leads me to draw only one reasonable conclusion. I think I came here from the future.
Huh?
What do you mean by that? Trust me, I want to believe this is all a bad dream, but I might have to accept that this is reality. It's safer to laugh at the lunatics after all.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I can't just sit around doing nothing. If my theory is correct, and I am, in fact, from another time, then I have to find a way back. I need to come up with a plan. Not only that, I need to figure out why that stone has appeared in this time as well. There's a lot that needs to be done. And we're already out of time.
She's going too fast, though.
What do you think she meant by that?
Beats me.
But whatever. No point dwelling on it now. I should head back to work. Do you need me there, or do you need me here? No, you go on ahead. There's still something I want to do here. Got it. Don't stay too late.
And I like this whole windsock here. It's real nice. I can even rub it and it won't even play any sound. Or it's probably because of limiting.
So, Uncommon. Those vegetables you planted yesterday should be ready now. Let's go and harvest them.
What, already? What, already?
Those particular seeds grow pretty quick.
Anyway, you don't mind if I take a look since I'm here already.
Come on, let's go outside.
And I'm curious as to when Mindy wants to start the streaming stuff herself, given that she has a mic like this here last I checked. And then what kind of camera, if you have a camera, which you don't have to have a camera. They did grow fast. Look at all them carops there. Like a lot of carops.
The vegetables you planted are looking good. I can see you're doing a fine job of taking care of them.
I can't wait to try them.
Of course you can't. You grew them all by yourself. And I bet they're delicious too. And that's all well and good, but you're going to need a source of income, right? Well, if you ship your crops, merchants can easily deliver them to families all over the world. And you'll earn yourself some money in the process as compensation. First, you should harvest your vegetables.
Let me go harvest then. Can't harvest that or that though. I can harvest all these carops.
Nice job with the harvest. Now that's done, would you mind putting them in that blue shipping box over there?
No, not yet. Grabbing those too. Now we'll ship the crops. I mean, I could just sell them as nothing. What is it? Square.
Good. Looks like they're all in there. Your shipment should be collected at some point today. Then you'll receive money for everything you ship tomorrow morning. You'll have to wait until then to see how much your vegetables sold for. And that about covers shipping. Any questions? Some of the crops haven't fully grown yet. Don't forget to water them later.
Ho ho! I was worried about you in the beginning, but now I see you'll be just fine. Thank you, Cress, for showing him the ropes. Anyway, Uncommon, I actually have other matters to discuss with you. Would you mind coming inside? Not at all, Mr. Mayor. That ended before it got any kind of definitive ending. That got canceled is what it was. This is the crafting table. As long as you've got a recipe and some materials, it's an invaluable tool for crafting items. This is for you. Return bell and materials. This is a recipe for an item called a return bell, and the materials you'll need to craft it. It's a handy item to have. When you use the return bell, you'll return home in the blink of an eye. There will come a time when your health recovers and you'll be venturing outside of Bird's Eye Bray. If you find yourself losing track of time while you're out wandering, try using the return bell.
Thanks.
Again.
You could make a hammer at the crafting table too. As long as you've got the materials, of course.
One more thing. When you get a chance, please show your face at the stores around Letha Village. There's the general store, the smithy, the renovator. I'm sure you'll come to rely on them the more time you spend in Letha. Now then, I shall be heading back to the village. I have told you everything for now.
Me too. I don't want them getting upset with me.
Well then, have a good day, Uncommon. Now we can craft. Need a recipe, and crafting takes time. Forgot about that too. I need more hard stones than that, though. But I have enough of the monolith fragments to make a return bell. It'll only take 20 minutes. Can only be used once. I forgot I had to make multiples of them then. Because that'll be way too important. Alright. Now time is flowing again. They ain't telling me about this. So I kinda gotta worry a little. Why don't I water those before I forget? There are still plants I need to water. Absolutely had to happen. I probably don't have to say it all the time, but yeah, I don't have to say it all the time, I don't think, because I have it prominently shown somewhere that this is sponsored by Square Enix. I think I need a warp thing or something, don't I? Wrong button to open the door. It's a little cool outside where I am.
Well, hello. Well, hello. Welcome to the general store. You a traveler of some sort? You don't see many of those coming to Letha. Oh, it's you, is it? I heard all about you from the mayor. Sounds like you've been through a lot. I heard you started farming on Bird's Eye Bray, is that right? In that case, you're going to need some seeds. Come to my store whenever you need some. Right now is the best season for dress lettuce and uni onion seeds. And we just so happen to be fully stocked up on those. I recommend you give them a try. Aside from seeds, we've also got travel essentials. Oh, and you can buy homemade meals and the like here too.
Let me check the gallery.
Well, I'm sure you'll be in need of a great many things as time goes on, but the general store's got you covered. Don't be a stranger.
So what all have I done before? Alright, I don't have Grilla as it is. So I couldn't buy any of this anyway. But I need to hurry. I don't want to redo all this. Then over this way, the renovator. Although it's saved as it is, so I probably am more worried than I need to be. It auto-saves when sleeping. I haven't seen you before. Are you a visitor? Oh, I see now. You're the kid the mayor's been talking about. Beg your pardon. I run the renovator here in Letha. I'm the one everyone comes to when they need buildings and farms restructured. You live over in Bird's Eye Bray, is that right? You must have a lot of farmland there. You're probably going to need sheds and pens for keeping animals, eh? Not to mention tools for processing your crops. There should be a lot you're going to need down the road. Well, when the time comes, speak to me. I'll be able to help you out. I don't work for free, obviously. We can go over that later. Can't wait for that.
Good afternoon.
But right now, I ain't got no gorilla for nothing. And then the weapons shop is up here. And ran by a little older woman, more experienced woman. She can do things, though. What's this? I don't often see out-of-towners turning up in here. He must be a traveler. Aha, so you're the one everyone's talking about. Titanus just here to watch 1346. This is Harvestella. Well, actually it's below me in both places. This is Harvestella, a action RPG and a life sim from, I forget the developer, if it ain't Game Break, I already forget, but it's published by Square Enix. So there could be some elements that look similar to something like Final Fantasy or Bravely or something like that. But this is Harvestella. If you're watching it landscape, the title of the game is down below. And then if you're watching vertical, the banner of the game is down below. I had been sponsored 3 years ago by Square Enix, or rather 2.5 years ago, to share this game. And I had done so for a while, but then I fell off for no good reason. And now I'm doing everyday Harvestella, so at least 2 hours a day of this until I get every stinking Steam achievement. So that's what this is. Aha, so you're the one everyone's talking about. You're no traveler, you're a new resident, eh? Well then, please excuse me. This here's my smithy. I make all the farming equipment and weaponry for the people in town. Look, call it a smithy's instinct, but there'll come a time when you're gonna need a stronger weapon than that. You've just got that look about you. So with that in mind, don't hesitate to come to me anytime you need something made. I'll need the materials and labor fee, of course, but I promise you won't be disappointed. I bet. Fortify weapons to enhance attack and defense.
Come on in.
She is an experienced woman. And there should be nothing else except make a hammer. That I need hard stones. Njord step to the east of my house. But my time is running dangerously short as it is. That said, I may as well work on this as fast as possible. And I will level up too. And all these hits from them will not be enough to deter me as it is. There's a hard stone. I'm not gonna die from them. Too good to die from them. Not enough monolith fragments though. Come on down. Go down like that. They're still there. And then I'm low on stamina. That won't be nearly enough time. I can grab these. Not nearly enough hard stones. And I would forget that the attacking does cost stamina. But I will defeat as well. We're good now. Now it's time to get back over and sleep because that'll auto-save. Then wait for that stamina to rebuild before I can run again. Or sprint. I've again done literally all I can do, and also there'll be the shipping. Why can't there be hard stones around here too? I'm looking around to see. That's a whole well right there I can't yet do anything about. Then there's the whole area here. Small field. That ain't hard stones at all. That's hard stone, though. But now I have to wait for that to refill. Only 6 hard stones. Not enough. I need more than that. I need 4 more. Can I find 4 more around the farm? I'm not convinced. I'm still looking around to see. Can't do that because I ain't got no dynamite. And I'm certainly not Kid Dynamite! There's 2 hard stones right there. That's amazing. That's a fishing spot. I don't know how to fish. Can't do that right now. Can't do anything about that neither. I can go up this hill. I don't see nothing up here. But I see things here. There's a high quality little mushroom. And I forget about the wind reader feather. The fortified weapons. It's got wind attributes on it. Wish I could jump down from here, but I cannot. So I must have mined everywhere I can for sure. That's fish, and I can't fish. There's a chest back here, too. With 4 stellar wheat seeds. So there were more seeds I could have planted. In fact, I can plant them here. Where there? I can plant them in a line after eating some raw meat. I wouldn't mind planting them in a line, separate from everything else, but they do have to be plowed twice. I'm looking at the time, and I will make it to work on time. That is still going to happen. So no worries there. I plowed a little too far is what happened. I ain't going to sleep yet. Not until I plant and water these. Now I'll go to sleep after having watered these. Now it's okay. And I probably don't need to sell any of these here. I'll still sell that though. Just because it's gold. Alright, let's go sleep then. Let's sleepity sleep. What an evening now! I don't have time!
I'm coming in. Sleeping outside is out of the question, so I'll be staying in here for now. Just go about your business as though I'm not even here.
Well, I'd hate for you to catch a cold.
Are you showing concern?
Yes.
Look, I don't plan to stick around. I already have an idea on what to do next. More or less. Anyway, good night.
Good night. And leveled up. And 690 for the 6 carops and 30 for the little mushroom of gold. 720 gorilla. But now I need to raid someone with the quickness. It's probably going to be Jaitlin Gaming. Personal friend, actually. If you want to be cooler than you already are, you can copy and paste this raid message here. And if you're into fighting games as it is, she's a very prominent commentator. She plays different things on Wednesdays and as a VTuber as part of Dojo Clubhouse. And today it's Everhood 2. So I'm not going to be able to see what that's all about, but you all can. Until next time, take care of yourself, love yourself, let me get this mic out of the way. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, forgive yourself, believe in yourself. Take care of yourself, I should have said first. Because I want to see you back here for more shenanigans when they happen. They're sure to happen. You're awesome. Pass it on. And until next time, stay uncommon.